Imagine being a part of the world's most famous family and holding secrets that could shake its very foundation. Princess Anne, known for her no-nonsense demeanor and unwavering loyalty to the crown, has recently made waves with revelations about Queen Camilla that left everyone, royal insiders and the public alike, stunned. The Princess Royal has never been one to mince words, but this time, her candor has exposed a hidden side of Camilla, one that could change everything we thought we knew about the woman who now sits beside King Charles. The relationship between Anne and Camilla. To understand the gravity of Princess Anne's revelations, we need to explore the dynamics between her and Camilla. Anne, the only daughter of Queen Elizabeth II, has always been fiercely protective of the monarchy. Known for her hard work and dedication, she's earned the respect of both the public and royal insiders. Camilla, on the other hand, had a tumultuous journey into the royal fold. Once seen as the other woman in Charles and Diana's marriage, her path to becoming queen consort was anything but smooth. It's no secret that Anne and Camilla's relationship has been complicated. Anne reportedly had reservations about Camilla's place in the royal family, especially given the public backlash following her affair with Charles. But recent revelations suggest that their relationship goes beyond personal differences. Anne's statements have unveiled a deeper, more troubling truth about Camilla's influence within the royal household. The alleged power struggles. According to sources close to the palace, Princess Anne has long been wary of Camilla's growing influence over King Charles. Anne's concerns reportedly began during the years leading up to Elizabeth II's passing, when Camilla started taking on a more prominent role in royal affairs. Behind closed doors, Anne allegedly felt that Camilla was overstepping her boundaries and attempting to wield more power than was appropriate for her role as the Duchess of Cornwall. But it wasn't until after Camilla became queen consort that the tensions truly came to light. Anne reportedly revealed in private conversations that Camilla had been making significant decisions without consulting other senior royals. From matters of protocol to the handling of family disputes, Anne felt that Camilla was exerting undue influence, often sidelining more experienced members of the family, including Anne herself. The controversial staff changes. One of the most shocking revelations from Princess Anne involves the alleged restructuring of royal staff after Queen Elizabeth's death. Camilla reportedly pushed for major changes within the royal household, replacing long-serving staff members with her own trusted allies. Anne, who has always valued loyalty and continuity, saw this as a blatant disregard for tradition. Anne's frustrations reportedly came to a head during a heated discussion with Charles, where she expressed her belief that Camilla's actions were destabilizing the monarchy. According to insiders, Anne accused Camilla of prioritizing her own interests over the institution, a claim that left many stunned. These alleged power moves have sparked debates within royal circles about Camilla's true intentions and whether she's fit to hold such a significant role. The Diana factor. Princess Anne's revelations also touched on a sensitive subject: the enduring legacy of Princess Diana. Anne has always had a complicated relationship with Diana, but she reportedly feels a strong sense of responsibility to protect Diana's memory. According to sources, Anne believes that Camilla's rise to queen consort has overshadowed Diana's legacy in ways that are deeply unfair. Anne's concerns are said to stem from Camilla's efforts to rebrand her public image. While Camilla has worked hard to win over the public, Anne reportedly feels that this effort has come at the expense of acknowledging the pain and betrayal Diana experienced. This belief has fueled Anne's reluctance to fully embrace Camilla as a central figure in the monarchy. Camilla's response. While Camilla has remained publicly silent about Anne's alleged remarks, royal insiders claim she's deeply hurt by the accusations. Those close to Camilla describe her as someone who genuinely wants to support Charles and ensure the monarchy's survival. They argue that her actions have been misunderstood and that she's simply trying to modernize an institution that has often been criticized for being out of touch. However, critics of Camilla point out that her past actions make it difficult to fully trust her intentions. The shadow of her affair with Charles looms large, and for many, her current position as queen consort feels like a betrayal of Diana's legacy. Anne's revelations have only added fuel to this fire, casting doubt on Camilla's ability to lead with the dignity and selflessness required of her role. The public reaction. The public's response to Anne's revelations has been divided. Supporters of Anne see her as a principled figure who's unafraid to speak the truth, even when it's uncomfortable. They admire her dedication to upholding the values of the monarchy and view her critique of Camilla as a necessary wake-up call. On the other hand, Camilla's defenders argue that she's being unfairly targeted. They believe that much of the criticism stems from lingering resentment over her past rather than her actions as queen consort. For these supporters, Anne's revelations feel like an unnecessary attack on someone who's worked tirelessly to support Charles and modernize the royal family. The role of King Charles. Caught in the middle of this tension is King Charles himself. As someone who has long championed Camilla's role in his life and the monarchy, Charles finds himself in a precarious position. On one hand, he's deeply loyal to Camilla, who has stood by him through decades of personal and public challenges. On the other hand, he's keenly aware of Anne's importance within the royal family and the respect she commands. Insiders suggest that Charles has been working behind the scenes to mediate the tensions between Anne and Camilla. However, his efforts have reportedly been met with mixed results. Anne's steadfast nature makes her unwilling to compromise when it comes to what she perceives as threats to the monarchy's integrity. Camilla, meanwhile, is said to feel isolated and unfairly criticized, further complicating the situation. The historical context. It's worth noting that power struggles and tensions within the royal family are nothing new. From the abdication, crisis of King Edward VIII to the strained relationships between Queen Elizabeth II's children, the Windsors have always had their share of internal conflicts. What makes the current situation particularly intriguing is the public's access to these stories in real time, thanks to the 24/7 news cycle and social media. Anne's revelations are not just about Camilla. They're part of a larger narrative, about the challenges of modernizing the monarchy while preserving its traditions. Her concerns reflect a broader anxiety about the future of the institution and its ability to remain relevant in an ever-changing world. The media's role. The media has played a significant role in amplifying the tension between Anne and Camilla. Tabloids and news outlets have seized upon Anne's revelations, framing them as a dramatic clash between two powerful women. This coverage has not only fueled public interest, but also intensified the scrutiny on both Anne and Camilla. Critics argue that the media's portrayal of the situation often simplifies the complexities of royal life. By focusing on personal rivalries, they risk overshadowing the broader issues at play, such as the monarchy's role in a modern democracy and its relevance to younger generations. Nevertheless, the media's coverage ensures that these revelations remain in the public eye, keeping the pressure on the royal family to address these challenges head-on. A family at a crossroads. As the royal family grapples with these internal conflicts, the public is left to wonder what's next. Will Anne's bold critique lead to meaningful change, or will it deepen the divisions within the family? And what does this mean for Camilla's role as queen consort? These are questions that will likely dominate the headlines for months to come. The royal family's struggles are far from over, and Princess Anne's revelations have only added to the intrigue. But here's the question that's left everyone on edge. If Anne, the monarchy's most loyal defender, is willing to speak out against Camilla, what other secrets might still be hidden behind palace doors? Stay tuned, because the story of the Windsors is far from finished, and the next chapter could be the most shocking yet.